Hey everyone, welcome back to Ancestral Healing. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how my quitting coffee journey is going. It's one day short of 2 weeks without a single cup of coffee, and I've done this before. I've done it many times before, probably about 4 times in my life since I've started drinking coffee, but I have to say, this time is a little bit more challenging. It's challenging in the sense that I'm more tired and I have periods where I'm starting to see my natural energy come back, but also I kind of crash around the afternoon. If you haven't seen my most recent video about coffee and why I'm quitting it, I'll just kind of briefly explain that I decided to quit coffee because I wanted to eliminate this dependency that I have on it with it. If I don't have a cup of coffee in the morning, I can't really function. If I go a day without coffee, I'm quite sluggish, and by the second day, I have extreme headaches. So I said, you know what? I'm kind of fed up with it. I want to gain back control and I want to be able to decide when I want a cup of coffee. I don't want the coffee addiction to wake me up in the morning. And it kind of reminds me of when I used to smoke cigarettes. Wouldn't matter how many hours of sleep I got, whether it was 4 hours, 6 hours, 3 hours, I'd be up at like 6, 7 a.m. ready for my first cigarette. And that's that nicotine craving, almost like waking me up in the morning. So it was very similar with coffee. And I decided that I wanted to gain back some of that control, some of that willpower. And I've quit many times before, but this time I feel like it's for different reasons. Over the last few months, I've kind of experienced situations where it has been exposed to myself that I am a coffee addict. And that's been by seeing other people that, I respect and I admire, friends of mine, and they're not addicted to coffee. They can wake up in the morning, they don't have a coffee machine in their house, and they're not running for their cup of coffee. And then I remember there was one instance where we went to visit a friend, woke up in the morning, and I was like, oh my God, there's no coffee machine. And whatever, it was fine. And we went downtown, and by the time it was like around 12, we went and we had a coffee. But I already had a headache by that point, and everyone else was good except for me, which kind of was alarming to me. And I was like, I don't like that feeling. I don't want to be dependent on this anymore. I want to be able to have coffee some days and not have coffee on other days. I want that choice. So anyways, here we are, almost 2 weeks in. I'm feeling really good though, in the sense that I'm more calm. I feel that like little manic anxiety that the coffee gives you, like those jitters, they're gone. So I'm feeling super calm, but super low energy. And it could also be that right now, where I'm at, is rainy season. It's dark outside a lot of the time, very little sunshine. If we get a little sun, maybe it's for 15, 20 minutes, lots of rain, a bit gloomy. So that could be adding to why I'm feeling so tired. I'm not really worried about it, but I have to say, been a hard 2 weeks. It's crazy because I have a lot of work to do, a lot of things to focus on, and to be sharp. And I almost at one point considered, did I pick the wrong time to quit coffee? But then a little voice in my head said, no, challenge yourself. You will get through this. Give it 30 days. I feel like it takes about, 21 to 30 days to break a bad habit. So I'm almost there. 2 weeks in, I'm not going to give up. I actually don't even want coffee. I go to the coffee shop in my town and I work there. And I'm not triggered by the smell of coffee, by seeing coffee. I actually just don't want it, but I'm still allowing my body to kind of detox a little bit. Another negative side effect that I've had, but maybe it could be seen as a positive, is I've been getting these like little random neck pimples, like these bumps. I don't know if you guys see this one. Oh yeah, there he is, that one. And then there's one here, and I don't really get these anymore. So it's like making me wonder if my body's maybe like detoxing, maybe my hormones are kind of readjusting. And I've been eating super clean. Most of my meals have been 100% animal based, just because I know that I need uh, all of the strength and the fuel during this time. So pretty interesting, this little self-experiment. I'm going to keep at it. I really feel like this time it's the one. This is the time. It's funny because I sound like an addict, but it's okay. That's fine. We all have our vices, and I mean, coffee is not terrible. I'm not out here saying like coffee is the worst. It's all good if you drink coffee. It's just my own personal journey and my own self experiment at this point in my life. I don't feel like it's sustainable for me, for my sanity, my mental health, like just being calm and alert and making the best decisions in like a clear state of mind. I want that. I want that back. One last thing I will add is some interesting conversations within the last 2 weeks with people at the coffee shop. Then they see me and I'm not drinking coffee, so I tell them I quit. And I had a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm not addicted to coffee. I only need like one a day." And I'm like, "Have you ever tried to quit it?" And these are people like well in their 40s, 50s, and they're like, "No, I don't see a problem." And I'm just like, get back to me when you try to quit. You might have a different opinion because once you, even though you think you're not addicted to something or you have not become dependent on it, once you try to give up that one thing, see how your body reacts, see how your mood is, see how your energy levels are. You're gonna notice a difference, and you might change your mind about this dependency. But I I don't judge anyone. I mean, I'm a little bit envious of people who drink coffee sometimes. I may drink coffee again in the future, but right now I gotta get back this control, and I know I'm gonna do it. So I just want to share it with you guys how it's going. And I know a couple people when I did my first video at early November, a lot of you said, "I'm quitting coffee for November too." You guys still on the journey with me? How's it going? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Anyways, you guys, I hope you have a lovely weekend. Have a lot of fun, eat nutritious food, and I will be back doing another video on Tuesday. Don't forget to check the other two on the screen. Take care.